Hi guys, welcome to another episode. On today's episode, I just want to talk about what you can expect to have in the actual classroom as far as material-wise, things you can use, etc. First and foremost, they usually have two chalkboards. They have one chalkboard in the back and one chalkboard in the front. They have your normal pieces of chalk, different colors. They have the eraser boards that you can use on the chalkboard itself. Interesting enough, and this was actually the first time I've seen one of these, but they have an eraser cleaner. It's effectively this device where you would put the chalkboard eraser on top of it, move it back and forth, and in the middle there's a cut, and you plug it in, you turn it on. I believe it acts as some type of as a vacuum. So it vacuums the dust and the chalk particles that are still on the eraser into the machine. I've seen it in practice and it actually works and does a pretty nice job. Some of the amenities about the room or things to expect is they do have ceiling fans. Most of the schools I've been to have had ceiling fans, like 4 or 6 of them pointing downwards towards the students. They have a controller near the light switch so you can adjust the power, so you can make it, you know, strong, medium, light, etc. And you can even adjust per, how can I say this, per fan. Obviously this is not something I imagine are in all schools, but in the city that I work in, it seems to be the standard thing, so just something to think about. Obviously they have clocks in the rooms. Apparently before, they used to have clocks in the back of the room, so only the teacher would see, so the teacher can look at the time and roughly know, you know, gauge the lesson's progress, right, if they need to quicken their pace or slow down, etc. But the problem with that is they noticed that a lot of students during the class, they would be turning around and looking at the clock, and that's really distracting, not just for the teacher but for all the other students, because it's kind of like if everyone is looking, if one person's looking one way, you're naturally going to look that way because you're really interested in it, right? So yes, they have a clock and it is in the front, so for a teacher it's a little bit harder to see, but for the students it really is significantly easier. Other things they have is they do have a projector screen, but you know what? In the past 6 years I've been here, I've only seen that projector screen actually used once. Majority of the time, teachers, they just use the electronic blackboards. So they have like the 50-60 inch monitors attached to a computer, and they roll them into the classroom. So that's basically how they do it. The schools I'm currently in right now, they have a gas line like directly in each of the classrooms. So what I mean by that is during the winter time, when they want to plug in the gas, use the heaters, they have this device. They just hook up the hose to this outlet in the classroom, flip it on, and gas is constantly flowed out. And this is their heating element. They use that to heat up their heaters. Now, I think it's a slight health hazard, but apparently they have no problems doing it, so that's fine. Some of the schools I've been to, they use oil heaters. They use kerosene, and I hate kerosene heaters. They smell so bad. Some teachers like to keep the windows open, obviously for ventilation, but I've taught with some teachers who don't, and they barely keep the windows or doors open because it's cold. And it just smells so bad. First time I had an experience with the kerosene heaters here in Japan, it gave me a headache. So that was definitely not good times. And lastly, what you can expect in a classroom is they do have TVs. Usually they have this like not that big of a TV, but the TV is attached to the ceiling in the corner. It has a built-in DVD player. At my old city, when I worked on the JET program, the schools, they did have, sometimes they had lessons using the TV, like a teacher would have a DVD or whatever. But the problem with the TV is it's really small and hard to see, and the colors were all like wacky because the TVs are probably 20+ years old. But yeah. So this was just a video I wanted to talk about what you can expect in the classroom. Try and give you an image, right, of what to see. If you have any questions about this video or any of my other videos talking about Japan or anything about Japan in general, please comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one. Bye.